I mean, given the serious nature of the storm, we want you to be prepared, and particularly if you live across the higher terrain, it would be wise to use Sunday as a day of preparation. Check out the flashlights. If you have a power generator, a portable generator, you may want to crank it up, see if it starts up for you. And of course, we'll be keeping you updated throughout the day on Sunday. Brian will be in again tomorrow morning. I'll be with you tomorrow evening. Let's take a look at Youngstown right now, and pretty tranquil. Actually, a few holes in the cloud cover up in that direction right now, but we're going to be mostly cloudy for the most part tonight, and we're seeing the precipitation wind down across the region right now as we speak. As we take a look at forewarned Doppler, and we do still have some rain showing up on radar. Actually, most of the widespread rain is now shifting toward the central portion of the state. And if we do a little zoom in here, actually, we're going to take a look at some of the metro here. Some rain showers still coming down, maybe across some of the higher terrain to the south of the city. We're talking Orchard Park and maybe into Wales and East Aurora, but even down that direction, the rain is going to be winding down quite shortly. Let's take a look now at, we're taking a look at the forecast as we get into the overnight period. And here's the microcast with that rain winding down west to east initially this evening. A microcast still keeping things pretty cloudy, at least during the duration of the night. Now, during the day tomorrow, as we get into Sunday, the computer tried to spit out a few insignificant rain or snow showers here. Don't see that happening. I think we're going to be precip-free, at least as we work through Sunday. It says we get into tomorrow night that the leading edge of the precipitation associated with this storm that we're talking about starts to edge in from the southeast and travel toward the northwest. Now, initially, you saw that green shade. That green means rain. The yellow actually is moderate rain. The pink is more of a mixture of precipitation, and the blue is snow. It should be going over to mainly snow in the higher terrain, especially south and east of the city, already by morning on Monday, where there could be several inches of accumulation already on the roadways. And that transition to that heavy, wet snow will take place even at some of the lower elevations, including the Buffalo Metro as we get into Monday. Now, the only area that may escape the wrath of this heavy, wet, clumpy snow will probably be near the Lake Ontario shoreline and possibly north of the escarpment as well, up here in Niagara and Orleans counties. But for the rest of the region, we're looking at that heavy, wet snow, which is going to be very clumpy. It's going to stick to things. And of course, the vegetation has developed now. All the trees setting out their leaves, and that's just going to stick to all those surfaces and start to weigh them down as we get into that time period. Now, the forecast temperatures, we're looking at the Saturday night time frame here. Temperatures sliding down a little bit, not an especially cold night, with at least with some cloud cover around. Temperatures dipping down to the 30s. Then as we get into Sunday, we're perking up rather nicely with at least some partial sun out there. The highs in the Buffalo Metro, probably upper 40s, maybe a little chillier down toward the PA line. Right now, Pendleton 42 degrees, Williamsville 41. We have a 41 down at Elma, 40 near the harbor front at the Coast Guard Station, Hamburg at the high school 43. And as we take a look at the region, 41 down at Wellsville, Jamestown 37, Bradford, PA 42, and a 41 at Niagara Falls. Wind speed's relatively light right now. These winds are really going to be picking up by late tomorrow night, getting into Monday. We could have some gusts up to 40 miles per hour, especially along the Lake Ontario shoreline. Today's high temp up to 57. We bottomed out at 40 degrees. Let's take a look at the forecast. Evening rain showers tapering off south to east across the area this evening. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Lows down to 34 to 37 degrees. Tomorrow, looking at clouds, some partial sun, not a bad finish to the weekend, 46 to 50, kind of the calm before the storm. Then tomorrow night, we're looking at rain and a rain-snow mix to develop across the area, changing over to primarily heavy, wet, clumpy snow, especially in the higher terrain by Monday morning. Very windy. The lows 32 to 36 degrees. Very windy still on Monday with a mixture of precipitation, mainly wet snow across much of the area, though, with additional accumulations likely, and that could be significant in the hills by the time it winds down a good foot maybe or more in some places, 35 to 39 degrees. The extended forecast, things slowly start to get back on track, especially later in the week. We're back up to about 50 degrees with some sunshine returning at least by week's end.